Welcome to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where tonight a big crowd is expected. It's the final free-ticket Saturday of the season for students as they hope to set a new student attendance record in the process. Number 15, Andrew Rinaldi back on the ice tonight for RIT following a game misconduct last night. Rinaldi and the Tigers have their work cut out for them as they look to avoid a weekend sweep. 11 Yellow Jackets recorded at least 1 point in AIC's dominant victory on Friday, including number 39, Justin Young, who led the way with 2 goals and an assist. Good evening, I'm Kevin Roach, and welcome to RIT SportsZone Pregame Live. Well, last night's game certainly had a lot of hype surrounding it. RIT had jumped from 7th in the standings to 3rd after picking up 10 out of a possible 12 points in their last 4 games, while AIC came in as one of the hottest teams in the nation, sitting atop Atlantic hockey, having won 11 of their last 12 coming into last night. It was a recipe for a good one here, but it went sour quickly for the Tigers. In fact, just 24 seconds in, Nico Somerville right between Colby Matthews' legs for his first on the season, and just like that, it was 1-0 AIC, and they kept coming at the Tigers in the opening period. Watch the tremendous puck handling and backhand finish by Chris Theodore. Number 7 on the season for him, as we'll take another look at it. It was 2-0 AIC. A great play there to control the puck and a great finish as well, and AIC had that 2-goal lead after an interference penalty on Dimitri Microgiannakis. AIC on the power play, and they just kept getting shots on Colby Matthews, and finally Blake Bennett scores. AIC up by 3 just over 10 minutes into this game, and that would do it for Matthews. He gets pulled in favor of Tommy Scarfoni following 3 goals on just 7 shots. After a 5-minute major on Andrew Rinaldi for checking from behind, AIC capitalizes again. Chris Dodaro gets his 8th goal of the year, 7 seconds remaining in the opening period. RIT in a world of trouble, down 4-0 after 1. Second period, number of chances for RIT to get on the board. This may have been the best sequence they had, but Alec Calvaruso rotating back to make the save there. Tigers keep it in. Jake Joffe, golden opportunity right in front. Grade A look, but Calvaruso stopped that one too. He stopped 26 on the night, early stages of the third period, and this is the kind of night it was for RIT. Justin Young deflecting the pass in front of the Tiger net by Tommy Scarfoni. AIC would add 2 more, and they'd shut out the Tigers by a final of 7-0. So RIT allows the most goals in a game since November 5th when they gave up 7 to AIC in Springfield, Massachusetts. The big story of the night, the Yellow Jackets went 3 for 6 on the man advantage, while RIT went 0 for 3. The last time the Tigers were shut out was December 11th against Army when they were here. They also allowed 3 power play goals that night. Happy to be joined, as always, by the head coach of the RIT Tigers, Wayne Wilson. Coach, a tough loss. Anytime you lose, it's always difficult to kind of move on from it. But when it really gets away from you, is it easier said than done when you tell your group, put it behind you, or do you worry about a hangover?
Well, I think when you look at the play and the opportunities, the shots and the grade A attempts and stuff like that were all pretty equal last night. It was just our tough start with the 3 goals, early 3 goals, and I saw the Will's turnover right to start the third, because we always kept thinking we're going to come back and we can climb themselves back. In the first 2 periods, we got to be more disciplined, but the first 2 periods, the shots were 16-7 for us. They got 14 of their 30 shots on the power play, and we had a 5-minute, and they had a 4-on-3, so we've got to stay out of the box first and foremost, and we've got to get off to a good start and get some saves early and just get our feet grounded and get going from there. But I wasn't as disappointed about the game. I was disappointed about the result, but it just got away from us, and we were playing catch-up right from the first shift.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. You mentioned it there, but we'll mention it again. An interesting stat you shared with your team this morning. Half of AIC's 30 shots came on the power play last night, led to 3 goals. Is stay physical but be disciplined the message for this group?
Yeah, we still want to play hard but you got to play smart as well. And I thought there was a couple penalties that we weren't just unnecessary. It had no. It wasn't preventing a goal or anything like that. It was just an unnecessary penalty. But the discipline has not been a problem of ours for most of the year. So last night was kind of a one-off, and I think that was really frustration from being behind so early in the game and kind of been out of it, quite frankly. 4-0 after one period against the first place team. Frustration set in.
Yeah, you go with Tommy Scarfoni in net, and then the rest of the line chart mirrors last night's. Did you and your staff maybe see some positives, as you touched on there, in that second period that you believe this lineup can capitalize on here tonight?
Well, you know, our 5-on-5 play would suggest that, but yeah, we need a little bit more puck luck there too. I thought the goalie played very well last night when he needed to be. We didn't probably do as much as we would have liked, but he came up big when he needed to, and so we'll see tonight. We'll see how the guys respond. We're upset with the loss last night, and how we lost, I guess, as much as anything else. We want to put our best foot forward and see what the results are there.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you here tonight against AIC, and we'll talk to you on the post game after tonight. Well, AIC 11-game winning streak was snapped last Sunday at home. The Holy Cross, the Yellow Jackets, got back in the win column last night in a big way and have now won 12 of their last 13 games. With more on the Yellow Jackets, our John DeTulio is with AIC head coach Eric Lang. Johnny?
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Eric, you guys, did you play the perfect game last night? Is there such a thing of playing a perfect game, and how close were you guys to playing a perfect game last night?
Yeah, it was a really good first period. Didn't actually love our second. Couple too many odd man rushes, but our discipline was great. We took care of the puck, and we were able to execute and convert some chances.
Did you feel once you scored within the first 30 seconds it was going to be your night? It felt like you guys got momentum from that early goal.
No doubt about it, and it's a lot easier to play with a lead, obviously, and one thing we want to try and make these guys do is get impatient and chase the game a little bit, and we were able to check that box.
To shut them out, you guys really took away what they like to do. How were you guys able to do that last night?
Yeah, we talked about stringing some passes together. They're a physical team. They like to come out and obviously bang some bodies, so for us to be able to support the puck and come up as a unit was really important for us.
How do you match last night's effort? I know you guys are rolling right now, but how do you match what you did last night?
Yeah, I told our guys, enjoy it right up until you put your head on the pillow last night, and then we got to flush it and be ready to play today. This is an effort-based league, and if our effort isn't good, we'll be on the other side of that one.
What's been the key for you guys? It seems you guys have been riding the top all year long. You've got momentum. What's been the key for your club this year?
Tremendous leadership, high buy-in, and we've got really good depth.
Eric, by the way, looking sharp tonight too, my man. Good stuff. He does a great job. That's Eric Lang, head coach here at AIC. Kevin, let's send it back to you.
All right, John, thank you so much. Well, AIC's lead in Atlantic hockey is up to 11 points with 7 games to play as they continue to zero in on a 4th straight regular season conference title. The Canisius beat Air Force last night, so they moved into 2nd place. Bentley lost, so they dropped to 3rd. RIT fell to 4th. The Tigers remain 2 points in front of Army, 3 in front of Air Force, but only 4 points separate 4th place and 8th place. Things are getting very tight in the final weeks of the regular season. Well, still to come here on Pregame Live. The RIT women's hockey team wrapped up its series with Mercyhurst down in Erie today. We'll let you know how they fared. Plus, we'll take you inside the Tiger locker room as associate head coach Dave Insulaco shows us where things broke down for the Tigers last night. But first, number 23, a sophomore defenseman, Aiden Hansen-Bukata, the British Columbia native, one of the Tigers' top contributors along the blue line this season. And he'll join our Kim Coffey live next as our coverage of Tiger hockey rolls on from the Gene Policini Center. It's RIT and AIC at 5:05. This is RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live. Back here on Pregame Live from the Policini Center, where the band is ready to roll here tonight on this Saturday. They're also hoping that they'll break a student attendance record here tonight of 2,279 set back in November of 2018. Also, when AIC was in town. Elsewhere in Atlantic hockey today, an early start for Army and Mercyhurst. Army leads Mercyhurst as the Black Knights try to earn a weekend split with the Lakers. 2-0 headed to the second period. Niagara goes for the sweep of Bentley at Dwyer Arena at the top of the hour. Holy Cross looks to make it 3 in a row. They host Sacred Heart later tonight, while Canisius will look to extend its second-place lead as they go for the sweep of Air Force up at Harbor Center at 7:05. In the net for RIT tonight will be number 30, Tommy Scarfoni, as Head coach Wayne Wilson resumes his normal goalie rotation. Scarfoni gave up 4 goals last night after coming on in relief of Colby Matthews in the first period. Scarfoni is 3-4 on the year with all 3 wins coming on the road. The freshman has a 2.90 goals against average. For AIC, head coach Eric Lang is going to make a switch. He's going to go with number 1, Jake Kucharski, the Erie, Pennsylvania native. Also a draft pick of the Carolina Hurricanes. He'll make his 17th start of the season here tonight. 9-6-1 on the year with a 2.62 goals against. Well, home has not been kind to the Tigers as of late. In fact, they've been outscored 19-5 in their last 4 games in this building. All losses, and they need a big response here tonight. With more, our Kim Coffey is standing by live now with one of the Tigers' top blue liners. Good evening.
Thanks, Kevin. Aiden, starting off on a clean slate tonight, but mentally, how tough is it to put that behind you when you're playing less than 24 hours later?
Yeah, obviously it's a little tough. They definitely got the better of us. They outcompeted us last night, and I think we took a good look in the mirror last night and went over some stuff this morning, and hopefully we can bounce back.
In last night's loss, it seemed like you guys weren't really able to get into a rhythm throughout those 3 periods. How important is it to come out and establish the pace up front?
Yeah, like I said before, I think we just got to outcompete them. They outcompeted us last night, went over some things. I just don't think we got the bounces last night, and kind of showed on the score sheet, but hopefully we can bounce back tonight.
What did you learn from AIC yesterday that's going to help you out tonight?
Well, they're a big, fast, physical team. We got to match their physicality and their speed, and like I said before, they're compete. So, yeah, hopefully we can do that tonight.
Our director, Mark Fergali, in the truck wants to say hi to you, and good luck tonight, and we hope it goes well.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, and send it back up to Kevin.
Back up to you, Kevin. He's doing my job for me.
He's good. I think that class with Mark is paying off. Thanks so much, Kim. We'll talk to you in just a bit. The RIT women's hockey team wrapped up its series with Mercyhurst down in Erie this afternoon. Jamie Nolan tied the game with 4:18 left in the third, but Mercyhurst scores with just 2:17 remaining in overtime to secure the victory. A heartbreaker for RIT. They lose 3-2. Tigers return home next weekend for a pair of games against Lindenwood next Friday here at 6 o'clock, Saturday at 2 o'clock. And hey, prior to next Saturday's matchup with the Lions, RIT will honor the class of 2022 for the women's team. Make sure you join us here at the Policini Center. Get your seats by visiting or calling the box office or online at rittickets.com. Some women's basketball at Clark Gym this afternoon, some Liberty League action. We have the highlights here for you as the Tigers hosted St. Lawrence. Well, you see the score, but we have the highlights, I think. Maybe? There they are. Emma Waite scoring there after the steal and the score. And she had 19 for the Tigers. They were down 7. They actually took the lead, but Ava McCann hit a 3. And then here late in the fourth quarter, Katie Frederick gets it for St. Lawrence, the putback and the foul. She led the way with 17. St. Lawrence beats RIT 69-61. As we'll look at that scoreboard again, the RIT men's basketball team also hosting St. Lawrence here today. They have the lead. That one in the second half, it's 33-27 RIT. And just a reminder, you can catch all of our Division III broadcasts live or on demand on the RIT Athletics app. Download it on Roku, Fire TV, Android, or any of your Apple devices. You'll also get scores, highlights, and the latest features from SportsZone by having the RIT Athletics app. That's what he's looking at. Right now, it's Freeze Fest weekend, too. I forgot about that. When we return here on Pregame Live, John and Gene will let us know who we should be keeping an eye on here tonight in this matchup between AIC and RIT. Plus, it wasn't a great night for the Tigers. If you're just joining us, we'll look back on how the Yellow Jackets took control of last night's contest just seconds after the puck dropped. You're watching RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live.
Tanner Andrew will give it a look behind the net. The Tigers trying to use their forecheck as that will come out to center ice. AIC, the Yellow Jackets, as the shot and a quick goal. That's Nico Somerville just 24 seconds into the game.
You do handle the puck well, something Wayne really trusts, because you can't stop everyone. He's got too many good puck handlers. Look at that.
Oh, my. That's 26 Chris Theodore. You're talking about puck handling. He's sticking it right around the Tiger defense in the backhand. It's 2-0.
This is what Wayne was worried about. He goes, you can't stop everyone. They all handle the puck extremely well. And Chris Theodore, this is dazzling. Look at that move. Holy cow. And then finishes off with the backhand.
It's going to be saved by Matthews. Another shot by Barriga. Going to be blocked by Hobbs. Tigers doing everything right except getting it out of the zone here. Another shot.
Whoa,
and
there it
it's
is.
a goal.
Boy, that's
deflected in front. It's now 3-0.
And Colby. They're pulling Colby. They're going to Scarfoni.
So that's going to be it. Is they're going to be making the goaltending change. It's 3 goals on 6 shots.
Yep. Thought Colby, from that first goal, Gino, didn't looked out of place.
Left after his freshman year. And oh, no!
Oh, no.
To use a soccer term, an own goal.
Yeah, AIC would add 2 more and go on to beat the Tigers last night 7-0. As we welcome you back inside the Gene Policini Center here at RIT, where you're watching RIT SportsZone pregame live, presented by Taylor the Builders. Tonight, the final of 4 meetings between these two teams this season, as we welcome in the guys who will once again have the call for you tonight. Gene Battaglia and John DeTullio. And guys, last night is one. They say you've got a flush with 7 games left. Points are at a premium, and the Tigers, oh boy, do they need some points here tonight.
You know, they did this against Niagara a couple weeks ago, John DeTullio, as we welcome in associate coach Dave Insulaco. And Dave, you know the way this league works. That was last night. New game tonight. What's the mood of the team right now?
That's in the rearview mirror. We're just going to go out and play hard tonight. We need to get a split here on the weekend. That's been our mindset since the game ended last night. So we're going to come ready to play, and hopefully we can replicate what we did, on the road there when we won, 2 games of regulation and 1 game in a shootout.
Dave, when you look back at the tape, what really stood out? AIC scored early. They moved the puck well. What type of adjustments will you guys make tonight after watching the tape?
I thought we got off to a bad start. 3 goals on 6 shots. That's never a good equation for success. And I thought we played really well in the second. I would just like to, replicate the second period, try to stay out of the box. Their power play is lethal. We need to do a better job at killing penalties. But if we can replicate our second period and do a better job on the penalty kill, I think we'll be all set.
That stat that Wayne Wilson shared about how half of the shots last night came on the power play. And staying in the box is a key for any game, but is there anything different that you guys identify you could do on their penalty kill to limit some of those shots?
Be a little more aggressive in certain situations. We got to do a better job of lining up and blocking shots. A lot of the shots were from the exterior, but when you give up a volume of 14 shots, things are bound to go in at that point. So if we can cut down on the amount of penalties and do a better job of lining up and blocking shots and pressuring appropriately at certain situations, I think we'll have success.
We thought last night you missed on some opportunities. You guys could have maybe got a few goals in the second. It's not as if you guys weren't getting grade A looks or getting the puck in deep. Maybe a lack of execution last night, certainly in that second period.
I thought their goalie played well. If you look at expected goals in the game, we should have had, close to 3 goals in the game, and it just didn't go our way. It was kind of our night, I guess, the goal in which, Cavs makes a pass in front of our net front, and it goes off the guy's stick and in our net is a microcosm of how our night went. So we just need to turn the page, move on, and come out and compete early and get off to a good start and hopefully score first.
Dave, as always, appreciate your time. Go get him tonight.
Thank you.
Zalaco, the associate head coach. John, as we take a look at our players to watch, and again, it's lines 1 through 4 for this AIC team, but number 39, Young, certainly a big player last night, our player to watch.
He's a big dude. He played great last night. He had a couple of goals for AIC, 2 goals and 2 assists. 12 Yellow Jackets recorded at least a point in last night's win, and you could see he was a player to watch last night, and he again will be a player again that RIT needs to focus in. Number 39 was a dynamic playmaker for the Yellow Jackets.
I thought Kobe Walker had a good game last night for not being on the ice in a month, John. Our player to watch here for RIT, because if they can get him going tonight, that's going to go a long way.
And that was his first game back after missing the last 7. So now he has 1 game under his belt, get his legs back. I thought he did play well last night. He's a spark plug, certainly on special teams, which will need him. and he was having a great year until he got hurt. You look at his numbers. This is where you need your leaders and you need your playmakers to step up in a must-win. Big night expected from number 18.
Well, Kevin, as we send it back to you, they turned off the lights here, so we know we're getting ready for hockey here. Should be a much different game we anticipate here today.
And guys, if we look back to November when these two met in Springfield, first night RIT loses 7-3. Next night they come back and win in overtime. So hopefully we get a different result here tonight. We know the Tigers are going to come out strong, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you at the top of the hour. Tigers have 2 at Mercyhurst, 1 at Niagara before they return home again on Saturday, February 19th, and it will be, hard to believe, senior night. And we will carry the senior ceremonies once again this year for you live. Our coverage of RIT and Niagara on the 19th kicks off with pregame live at 6:30 on My 18 Rochester and FlowHockey.tv. When we return here on pregame live, we head into the Tiger locker room to break down where things went wrong last night for RIT. That is next. This is RIT Sports Zone pregame live.
Tanner Andrew will give it a look behind the net. The Tigers
we just got to track back harder. Like,
come out to center ice.
This is the eventual goal scorers right here. But we got to work way harder to get back on the defensive side and pick guys up on the back check. It's essentially a 2-on-2 with the late guy, but we got to get back quicker. Here we are in the kill. This is an area that needs to improve. We lost a lot of these 3+1 battles. I don't know if we won many at all. Okay, and we got to come up with these pucks, and then we got to clear the puck. So we pressure. It's an even scrum situation, but we got to find a way to come up with that puck. Again, another 3+1 situation. Like, we do a good job. We force the chip. There we are, even numbered situation. We don't come up with the puck. We line up well. We get out to the top of the circles. I thought we could have worked way harder here to slide with this guy and want to block this shot. We got to stay in the lane, and we got to do a better job.
We're going to do a lot of the same things we did last night, and you can't look at the scoreboard and have that affect, what our approach today, how we're going to play today. It's got nothing to do with today. Today's a new day here. We come after them. We got to stay out of the box, but we got to play hard and really get after it here. Let's be excited to go here today.
Yeah, it is a new day and a clean slate for RIT, and there's a big 3 points on the line here tonight as they face AIC for the final time this year. Let's see how RIT responds here tonight. They need that 3 points, currently sitting in 4th, while AIC has that 11-point lead atop the league standings. That's going to do it for us here tonight on Pregame Live. John and Gene have the call next. Enjoy the game. We'll see you back here for the intermission report. RIT Sports Zone Live begins right now.